While the woman was brushing her teeth outdoors, she suddenly heard some noise behind her. She quickly turned around, but there was nothing there. Just as Mary thought she must have imagined it, a man suddenly walked out from behind her. But when Mary looked at him for a long time, she still didn't see anything. As Mary stood there, confused, the sound of a car engine came from behind her. Luckily, it was her other companions who had returned. The group quickly packed up their things and prepared to continue their journey. This time, they were heading to a remote town to interview a writer who had written a book about a serial killer in the town 20 years ago. Many people had died back then, and anyone who went there never made it out alive. Although the events had happened many years ago, just thinking about it still made people feel uneasy. This fueled the curiosity of the group of young people. To find out whether it was true or not, they decided to go and ask the writer themselves. However, after driving for a long time, they hadn't reached their destination. Reluctantly, they decided to pull over and get out of the car to see what was going on. At that moment, a pickup truck arrived, and a bearded man got out. The group quickly asked him how to get to the small town. Fortunately, the man was friendly, and not only gave them the exact directions, but also pointed out a shortcut. After thanking him, they quickly sped off toward the direction he had indicated. They drove for what felt like a long time before finally arriving at their destination. They saw a restaurant at the intersection and decided to stop and grab something to eat before walking the rest of the way. But as soon as they pushed open the door and entered, all the villagers inside stared at them in shock, as if they strongly disapproved of outsiders coming in. The group felt awkward and uncomfortable. To ease the tension, they immediately walked up to the front counter, where Jack took the lead and asked the owner about the food. He also casually inquired about the writer. To their surprise, the owner flatly denied that there was any such person, and even said that the serial killer from years ago was just a fictional story made up by the locals.